Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats and put on your 3D glasses.
Red Star is a 3D animation studio. We create 3D animation and CGI effects.
Red Star's been working in stereoscopic attraction films for 5 years.
But we specialise in doing 3D films.
Coming out the screen, it's just boom, 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 boom. You don't know where to look, you don't want to look away, you don't want to blink, and you're going to be like, wow.
It's fun, exciting.
It is definitely the way forward, definitely.
We are based in Sheffield, which is in the north of England. We've made several so-called 4D films which play in stereoscopic 3D in museums and theme parks. We had a lot of success with our first 4D film, Curse of Skull Rock. While we were finishing that film, we started to come up with ideas for a new film. We decided to take Dracula and put him in one of these 4D attraction films.
People will like this film because I think it's got something for everyone. And it's the best film we've made so far. People love the Curse of Skull Rock, they'll go mad when we Dracula.
Have something that would be absolutely a great action adventure movie and would be something that could play all year round.
Dracula 4D contains two main characters, Kevin and his dad.
And they're driving around when they stop outside.
Before they know it, they get lost, and where do they end up? At Dracula's castle.
They both get a bit too curious, and they wake up the count. Everything goes great. Dad loses his son.
Dracula's quite angry.
He's in a bit of a bad mood, all things being considered.
He should be. He's been asleep for a long time.
They're floating down the tunnels and corridors of waterfalls. It's just madness.
The foundation of Dracula 4D is the chase.
Your mode of transportation for the film is the coffin.
Controlling the depth and the stereo cues to add dynamic excitement to a chase scene.
Maybe not like that.
It's in 3D!
Dracula takes place over quite a few different areas inside Dracula's castle. Upstairs, inside Dracula's dressing room, proceeding down into the catacombs, all with kind of quite dark and scary atmosphere.
We wanted this film to appeal to a wide variety of audience. One of the things we tried to do is balance this out with the look of images. We primarily achieved that through lighting and the way the sets were designed. We get involved a lot on acting out the performance.
Take those ideas and block the characters out.
We want to get into the personality of each character.
Get a real good sense for poses and silhouettes. Clearly read the character's emotion.
Take the essence of the acting and making it much more believable within the fantastic world we're creating.
We really get to bring things to life.
You have to cut that bit up.
Awesome!
Music in these films is one of the most important elements, and we're very fortunate to work with a very talented composer called Alfredo Acosta.
When I worked on Curse of Skull Rock, the method was slightly different. There were many moments when the music played a more supportive role as the dialogue moved the plot forward. But in Dracula 4D, you hit the ground running with intricate sequences that were difficult to score, but ultimately fun to do. In the case of Dracula 4D, I track-laid a temp sound effects track. I did this because there were a few hit points that needed big sound effects, and these would have a bearing on the music.
There was this piece of music that kind of had an iconic connection to Dracula, inexorably linked with the kind of whole gothic horror ambience and with Dracula himself. Toccata and Fugue by Johann Sebastian Bach.
It would also accompany our hero Kevin at certain times, but in a much more modern style. You have to telescope everything. Sound effects and music all have a story to tell, but you have to tell it quickly. Ben and James went to a nearby sound studio up in Sheffield and for an afternoon screamed, shouted, laughed and made all manner of strange vocal sounds for me to put into the movie. It's suspenseful, frightening, thrilling, but most of all fun.
"4D, oh man, 4D is where it's at."
4D is a term that's used in visitor attractions.
It refers to attractions films that are viewed in stereoscopic 3D.
This, it's not 4D.
The fourth dimension, the added dimension, is additional effects within the auditorium. Things like water sprays, wind, scent guns, smoke, lighting effects.
Any sort of way of getting involved with the person that's watching the film. Right.
We are currently really close to finishing Dracula.
It's been a fantastic journey working on the film.
We're already starting work on the next 3D film, which is called Sleigh Ride.
We've got more movies coming. Everyone should keep an eye on us, and everyone should check our website.
It's just really good fun. See you guys next time.
Woohoo! I haven't finished yet.
Go down the tunnels and you're like, whoa, I've used that too many times, but you know what I mean.
This is gonna kill.
Yeah.